it's not for everybody, but a lot of people look at this business and say, there's really two sides. Here's side number one, is doing it as a hobby. And about 80% of us do this as a hobby, which means we enjoy the social life. Hanging around cool people like you guys is better than their in-laws, right? They like reading motivational books, cutting out pictures for the vision board, playing doctor with their friends, diagnosing them. They like coming to the convention, meeting their friends. They just have the time of their life. And I tell people, if you have a regular job that pays your bills and you want to do it as a hobby, this is a lot cooler than watching TV, isn't it? Yeah, probably a lot better for you. So about 80% of your distributors at home are going to do this as a hobby. Is that okay with everyone? Yeah, let them enjoy. It's part of the experience. So it's perfectly okay to do as a hobby. You and I are not going to do everything professionally. For example, I diet as a hobby. But when people give me dieting advice, I don't even write it down. And if you're here tonight to do it as a hobby, congratulations, it's an awesome hobby. And you don't even have to write anything down, right? How many people here feel that's pretty cool? All right? So there's no pressure. So if you do it as a hobby, most excellent. Is it also okay to do this business as a business? All right, so if you do it as a business, a different set of rules, you will have to maybe write some stuff down and take it a whole lot more serious. Because if you're going to do it as a business, that kind of means like maybe you want to fire the boss, or travel the world, or more time with the grandchildren, or become a missionary, or just do what you always wanted, or buy a car with fat tires, leave rubber marks in your brother-in-law's driveway. So if you're going to do it as a business, it's a whole different set of rules. So there's two types of people in business, and both are okay. Everybody feel pretty good about that? Both are totally okay. So if either way you do it, it's okay here tonight. To take a quick survey of the group to find out where we should concentrate, by a show of hands, how many people are here tonight to do it as a hobby? It's roughly 0. Right. So I'm going to take a wild guess at this. How many people are here tonight to do it as a business? All right, everybody. So is it okay if we talk tonight just about business? Yeah. All right. Now, please don't misquote. Don't say Big Al only talks about business. We're only going to talk about the business part here tonight because everybody wants to know about the business part. But the other part is 80% of our paycheck. How cool is that? So we need to respect that people take out of it what they want. If you're going to do it as a business, though, we're going to have to take it serious. In other words, we need to learn how to make this business work right now because life ain't forever. And how many people here like to have a 30% raise? All right, let me put that in perspective. If you're getting a $100 bonus check now, a 30% raise would be $130. Anybody here thinking we might have to do like a whole lot better than that? So what I'm going to ask you tonight is, if you're here to do as a business, forget about the 30% raise or 100% raise. That's not even going to get us close to where we want to be. We got to stop what we're doing right now and make a huge jump and change what we're doing so we get massive different results instantly, because there's not enough time to do these long, boring presentations. Because many of us have jobs, limited time, we got to get on with it. So how many people here are willing to put aside some long past beliefs that may have been not quite right, and take on a couple new beliefs of how things work? It's a little bit uncomfortable, but the reward would be massive amounts of money. Everybody okay with sacrificing that? All right? So let's get started with the bottom line here, and that is, if you're going to do this business, you only have to do 3 things well. Not awesome, not good, just okay. It's like a 3-legged bar stool. Well, you have experience, I see. So, if you have a 3-legged bar stool, it's not that one leg is more important than the other. No. What it is you need all 3, right? If you have 2 like a really excellent, and then you paint it, and then you put little jewels on it, it's still going to fall over, right? You need all 3. So these 3 things, if you're going to do business, you have to have. Is everybody okay with that? I wish I could say, no, you can skip it, but you can't. So unless you get these 3 things right, we're dead. Now the problem when you and I get started is we don't know what we don't know. Right. And when you don't know what you don't know, you can never find out what you don't know, which means you end up knowing stuff you don't need to know, and it's just black hole. So how many people here like to go first step in the right direction? Because a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. So wouldn't it be cool if that first step was in the right direction? So let's get the right direction right away. How many people here are tired of wasting time and want to get on with it in a hurry? All right? So here's the 3 things you're going to have to do. And the good news is you got 2 of them already. How cool is that? I sound taller all of a sudden. So you like to know the 3 things? Yeah. All right, here's number 1. Number 1, you need a pretty good attitude. Not a great attitude, not an awesome attitude, just okay. Something better than self-sabotage. Something better than, oh, you wouldn't want to join this pyramid deal, nobody else would. How many people here have a pretty good attitude? All right, you're done. Check off the list. I mean, you join. That should be enough, shouldn't it? Yeah. Everybody here has enough attitude to make millions of dollars. Woo-woo. You don't need any more attitude. You don't need more attitude books or CDs or anything. You got it. How cool is that? So, attitude is not the rope holding our boat to the pier. We've already cut that rope. We're done. Now, could you improve your attitude? I'm sure you could, but we should become better people. But you don't need any more. You already have all the attitude you need to reach all your financial goals in this business. Feeling pretty good, huh? And if you make that attitude leg even longer on the stool, it's still not going to stand up, right? 2 legs just don't cut it. All right, so we'd like to know leg number 2 on that stool. Motivation. You could levitate right up to the prospect. But if you're not motivated to talk to them, it's going to be a long career, isn't it? So you don't have to be super motivated. You don't have to take bullets in the forehead and arrows in the back. You don't have to be brave and courageous and talk to strangers or any of that kind of stuff. All you have to do is be motivated to talk to a few people. How many people here are motivated? You're done. Check off the list. You're here on a Friday night. That would qualify, wouldn't it? You're missing Survivor 13 reruns. Come on. You don't need any more motivation. You have all you need to make millions of dollars. Now, do you want to become more motivated, be a better person? Well, sure, that's okay. But that's not the rope holding us to the pier. Fair enough? Yeah. All right, number 3. The third and last thing we have to have is a set of skills to make this work. Wild guess on this one. Which one do you think we're missing when we get started? Set of skills. And if you have a set of skills, you're in. If you're not, well, you're pretty much dead. Now, for everybody outside this room, they might need attitude, right? Anybody here have some in-laws that need some attitude improvement? How about some co-workers need motivation? We don't. So we're not going to talk about attitude and motivation tonight because everybody here already has it. It's not that it's less important, but everybody here already has enough. Are we clear on that? They're all the same. Now, if you came here tonight for attitude and motivation, this is pretty much me at peak. Never going to get any better than this. All right, so you don't need a whole lot to make this thing work. The only thing we're missing is a set of skills to pull off. Now, I studied to be an engineer in school. Anybody here know what an engineer is? Boring people. Personality free, charisma bypass. Socially challenged, should not be let out in public. And I took my engineering skills into network marketing. How many people see that slow train wreck happening? It never occurred to me once if I'm going to change professions, I might want to learn a new set of skills. So for a year and 10 months, I left dead bodies everywhere I went. I educated them, I gave them perfect presentations, I did everything, and nobody joined. It never occurred to me once in my life, up until that point, that if I'm going to change careers, I need to learn a new set of skills. So if you're a bank vice president now, or one-eyed bungee jumping, skydiving pirates, you're going to have to learn a set of skills if you're going to do network marketing. I don't care if you're a salesman or a franchise owner, it's a new set of skills. And for example, if you're going to change careers tomorrow to be a bomb demolition expert, you don't want to be out there saying red wire, green wire, just have a good feeling about this. Skills are important. And it makes it so easy to sponsor, because here's the deal. We go over to Mount Laurel International Airport, and we get on an airplane, and the pilot says, "Welcome aboard. Happy to have you flying with us today. I don't know how to fly this plane, but I have a good attitude." Are you getting on that plane? And so in case you haven't picked up the analogy, when you're